Good evening. I'm George Inge with German Hunting Gun TV. And I have a special message tonight about the Sauer drilling and about the feral hog crisis we are facing here in the United States and how those two come together. We're again in Lisbon, Alabama. My brother, Dr. David Inge, his cabin, our progressive hunt. Tonight we had the first night of our hunt. He did get a shot at a pig. We will find it tomorrow, we think. It was very late. And then after the hunt here, we go to my farm over near Forest Home, Alabama in Butler County. But what I want to talk about first is the Sauer drilling, a quick review. This is my latest, well, almost my latest, actually next to my latest, purchase of a Sauer drilling for my own personal use. This gun was picked out by my partner Tobi in Germany to be his personal gun, but he wasn't using it, so I decided I needed to buy it. This is a classic Sauer drilling. It has some deep engraving, some extra nice wood. It has a fox on one side. It has a red deer stag on the other side, and it is a beautiful gun with beautiful wood. It's got a Hensoldt scope. The scope, 1.5 to 6 power by 36, is very, very high quality. Hensoldt was bought out by Zeiss, is the same quality as Zeiss, and just like the standard drillings, the scope pops off, the claw mount, it stays sighted in. This gun was probably made sometime in the late 60s and is a lightweight, typically around 7 pounds. And with this gun, without the scope, with this gun, you have a lot of versatility because this one is a 7x57 Mauser with 7mm, 757 7mm Mauser, and that is just one of the classic ones. It's got 3 barrels, 16 gauge above the rifle. It also has the option of a 22 Magnum insert. So this gun gives a lot of versatility, is a wonderful gun to hunt with, very accurate. But how does this connect with the crisis we're facing with the feral hog as an invasive species here in the United States? And as many of you know, the wild hog, the Wildschwein in Germany and Europe, the Russian boar, they're native there. But over here, we never had the pigs until DeSoto came through the southeast and came near where we are right now, brought pigs, and they have been in this region of Alabama since the 1500s, but they have spread year by year and have become a crisis. The problem with the feral hog is that it's an invasive species. It reproduces very rapidly. It's very intelligent, and what it does is it displaces the natural animals of our forests here in North America. And so we have situations where, because they're more efficient breeders, more efficient feeders, and they're feral, meaning that they're partially farm animals that have gone wild, so they can reproduce faster, they can eat more. And so what are we going to do about it? Well, the biologists, the experts tell us trapping is the best hope, and that is truly probably one of the best ways to do it. It's quite gruesome what goes on with trapping, and it's pretty disgusting, really, when you consider the disposal of the animals that you trap. They also have helicopter annihilation of the pigs that's being used in Texas and other areas. That's an effective way to do it, but there again, pretty gruesome. And then you have the approach with thermal, night vision, AR frame weapons, videos that have been seen, and really, quite honestly, very bad press for hunting because it looks like a bunch of yahoos getting out there, you know, wounding and shooting up a bunch of animals, and it is not good for the hunting population. So then comes the 3-barrel gun drilling. This gun really was designed in large part for Russian boar, European boar hunting, because you have the shotgun rifle. In Germany, unfortunately, they made it illegal to shoot wild pigs or red deer stags with shotguns because they feel like it's unethical because the foot-pounds of energy with a single pellet. However, here buckshot is legal, and not only that, there's been some advances where you have tungsten, which is much denser, heavier. It's 1.75 the density of lead, and so it penetrates and is able to kill at a much further distance. Many people have heard about turkey hunting with tungsten, and so with the tungsten BB in a 16 gauge, you can have the equivalent to buckshot number one out of a 12 gauge 3-inch Magnum, because a single barrel is going to have 35 17 caliber tungsten BB. So these pellets will go through a pig at 50 yards. That is what the company Apex tells us. So what we've done is we have the ideal situation for the pig hunting, but what you need to do is learn from our German colleagues, who in Germany, the hunting club is responsible for the damage the pigs do. So if the pigs in the corn crop and do $3,000 worth of damage, the hunting club has to pay for it. So they have learned how to manage pigs where it is illegal to trap. It is illegal to helicopter shoot pigs in Germany. So what they do is they hunt. Instead of, thermal with the AR frame automatic weapon, the semi-automatic weapons, which is hunting, they take the mid-sized pig next to the dominant sow and teach her, stay away from these fields, go back to the swamp, stop the damage to the habitat of the quail and the turkeys and the deer. So what we're suggesting is there's a rebirth and a need for the sour drilling here in the United States. You can use your deer bullet 7mm Mauser to take out the mid-sized pig. You have the tungsten BBs as a backup so that you can protect yourself if a wounded pig charges you. This is the 7mm Mauser, quite effective, very similar to 7mm 08. And this is the Apex tungsten BBs, 35 17 caliber tungsten BBs. So again, what we have seen is, since in the United States, outside of deer season, thermal equipment and night hunting is legal in the United States, we have seen the ability to snap on a thermal or night vision to an existing old scope, and then a handheld thermal to locate. So again, these guns are well made, they're very accurate, and they could be a part of the answer, a biologically sound and ethically hunting approach to the feral swine, where you take out the mid-sized pig, you teach the dominant sow, who is in this matriarchal society with the pigs, stay the heck off these fields. And then you take a single pig, weighs 100 pounds, and you can use it for your own nutrition, because wild pig is very, very excellent meat, which is another subject for the German Hunting Gun TV. So in closing, T&G German Gun Imports, our job is to save these guns from destruction in Germany, where unfortunately when they're turned into the police, they have to be melted down, and approach this crisis of the feral hog that can disrupt our own habitat. So again, this is George Inge. I'm here with my brother David Inge. He has his own 3-barrel gun made in Ferlach, Ferlach, Austria, a very, very fine weapon. So we're very much into drillings. Please help us save these guns and help us keep the destruction of our natural habitat from the feral hog by hunting them ethically and not doing things that make us look bad to the anti-hunting population.